Hello, and welcome to WickedCast, when we talk anything and everything Harry Potter. I'm Katie, your host, and I'm joined here today with Hannah. So in today's episode, we are going to start by introducing ourselves, and then go on to do a scene-by-scene review of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, right here on WickedCast. Alright, so let's start by introducing ourselves. We're going to say our name, age, where we're from, and talk a little bit about our love for Harry Potter. So, I'll start. My name's Katie. I'm 14 years old. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and I started reading Harry Potter when I was 6, I think, and then my love for it's just sort of grown over the years. So, Hannah can go now.
Okay, mine's pretty long, but hi, my name's Hannah. I'm 17 years old, and I'm from California. I've been a fan of Harry Potter since I was 6 also, so since the very beginning. The reason why I love Harry Potter is I can slip into the world whenever I want. It makes me forget all about the stress and difficult times I'm having, and when I read or watch Harry Potter, I feel like I can do anything, and anything is possible. What else? It taught me so much about life, friends, and what love really means. So yeah, so it's been a big part of my life. So yeah.
Alright, so now that you know us and we know each other a little bit better, let's start with our review of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, scene by scene. Starting with our initial thoughts of it. Did you love it or did you hate it?
Oh my gosh, it was incredible!
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Loved it.
I loved it too. It was amazing.
Oh.
I think it was the best so far.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start. The movie opened with Scrimgeour, and then we see each member of the trio. What did you think of this opening sequence?
It was really great. I couldn't think of anything else better to start with the movie with. It showed what each character was going through before they started going on a little adventure when Hermione's parents were, erased their memories away, and Ron's all outside, wandering, and Harry seeing the Dursleys leaving. It was like just crazy seeing all this come together. And what'd you think of it?
I loved it. I have to admit, at the very beginning, when you just see like Scrimgeour's eyes there,
Oh my god, it creeped me out. I was like,
it creeped me out, and I kind of laughed at the same time because it was a really intense opening. But then after that, and then you see like Hermione erasing her parents' memory, and I was like, oh, it's so sad. Okay.
I know. First 10 minutes of the movie, I started crying.
Yeah,
I
know. I was like, I'm
Here we
broken
go.
already. Okay. And the next scene is the Malfoy Manor scene with Snape and Voldemort. Yeah, I really liked this. I thought it was really intense.
It was creepy beyond belief.
Yeah,
and then Voldemort's like, please sit down. It's like, okay.
Okay.
Like, so nice all of a sudden. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm officially terrified of snakes now, just because of that one scene.
I know.
Yeah.
I thought the game was gonna eat me.
Yeah,
It came like so close to the screen. I was like, oh my god.
I was terrified. And
Yeah.
then, one complaint that I forgot to mention earlier was I didn't like how they kept the Dudley scene out. That
I know, me too. I thought like
I really wanted to see that.
Harry, like getting along, and just ruined it. I was like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That was like the best part of the whole chapter.
Yeah, that was like my favorite part of that entire like first few
They
chapters.
only say truths to each other and then just don't show it in the movie.
Yeah.
Kind of messed everything.
And then we go to the Seven Potters, which was really funny.
That was so funny. Oh my gosh. I liked it. Every minute of that scene was really pretty funny. It was kind of cheesy when they showed Harry in the bra, but
Yeah.
it was pretty.
They kind of brushed off Tonks being pregnant, though. It was like,
Yeah.
oh, by the way.
That sucks. Gosh, Moody.
Yeah.
Ruined everything.
Moody and...
But it's...
Yeah. So that was funny until they get up in the air, and then it all
I was
turns
like on the
scary.
edge of my seat. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
I
my
know.
god.
I was like, I even know what's gonna happen.
I know.
Yeah, so, and then Hedwig dies.
Oh, I was like, the first death in the part one.
I liked
So
the way
sad.
they did that, because that was different from the
it was
book,
better.
but I thought it was better than the book.
Yeah, me too.
No offense
Not
to J.K.
being
Rowling.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah. And then they all get back, except for Moody, obviously. And
Yeah.
George's ear was disgusting.
That was gross.
I think that is pretty much sums it up.
Yeah.
And then let's see, they're all back.
Yeah.
We get the one-liner about Moody being dead. Didn't really dwell on that, but...
Yeah, it was like really fast. I'm like, oh, okay, next scene.
Okay, Moody's dead. No big deal. And then poor Moody gets completely brushed off.
No attention for him.
Yeah, no, poor Moody. And then Scrimgeour comes, and with the will. And it was a much shorter scene than it was in the book, I guess.
Yeah.
But I didn't really think it needed to be longer. I don't know. What'd you think?
I liked it too. I thought it should have been shorter. Yeah, so it was pretty perfect. And then we got to see what each of the trio got, like the book, the Deluminator, and Harry, of course, the snake she caught in his first game. That was pretty cool. But I was looking forward to seeing Scrimgeour and Harry like having like an argument like in the book.
Yeah, me too.
I was hoping for that to happen, but I guess that never did. So
it didn't happen. So, and then it's the wedding, which
that was so cute.
Except for the fact that Crumb wasn't there.
Oh, I know, I was so mad.
They filmed it too. I know they filmed it.
Yeah.
It just wasn't there.
I know,
That
so
frustrates
sad.
me. Just because I sort of wanted to see that, but okay, they can
see
cut
Ron's
it.
face. You're like, oh, what the heck?
Yeah, he was there. I know he was there.
He was hiding.
Yeah, he was just in hiding. Completely scratched that part. And then, he goes and talks to Alpheus Dodge about Dumbledore, and Auntie Mariel's there.
Mm-hmm.
And
Creepy.
she's a little scary. She's harsh
She is.
too. She's just like, oh yeah, did his father killed 3 Muggles, and yeah. So,
Tells like his whole life story. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
and then she ends with the whole intense part about, did you really know Dumbledore at all? And then Harry's just left going, oh, I don't know.
I guess I didn't.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then the Patronus comes from Kingsley.
That gave me the chills.
I know, like
Oh
I didn't think it didn't give me the chills as much as it gave me the chills in the book.
In the book, yeah.
Because in the book I was like, oh my god.
They're coming.
But yeah, it was just as intense still.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Yeah.
everyone starts running everywhere, and there's explosions.
Yeah.
And then they apparate to Sharlsbury Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
They almost get hit by a bus.
They go to the cafe.
Yeah, they go to the cafe, and then it all goes down from there.
Yeah.
Because I don't really have much to say about this scene other than the waitress was funny.
She was listening to music. I was like trying to figure out what song is that.
Yeah, I have no idea. I was like,
I was like, yeah.
And then, and so they knock both of the Death Eaters out, and
Yep.
then Hermione does the Obliviate charm on them,
Yeah.
and that was sad again because it was like, oh,
Kind of her parents.
yeah,
So sad.
I know. And then they go to Grimmauld Place, and the Dumbledore thing was so creepy.
That was weird.
I'm pretty sure that was like one of the scariest parts of that entire movie.
It was pretty funny because like I jumped so high, people were like staring at me. I was like, I'm sorry. It was just a reaction. I jumped so high. I was so embarrassed.
Yeah.
It creeped me out.
They didn't really explain why Snape would have been scared of it though, because
Yeah, they
when
said Moody did it.
to
must have done
scare
it.
Snape, but wouldn't
Yeah.
Snape have just like stood there?
I know. I'd be like,
yeah.
okay, next.
Cool. Yeah. I don't know. And then they left in the Ron and Hermione on the couch.
Oh, it was like they were holding hands.
Yeah, I know.
Like in the book. I was like, oh, yeah, they showed it.
It was one of those little things where I was like,
Little
oh.
moments. Cute.
And then we find out who R.A.B. is.
Finally.
Yeah, they didn't really dwell on that much though either. And then Creature comes. They left out.
Creepy.
Yeah, I know. And they left
He's so
out.
different compared to the 5th book.
Yeah. And they left out Creature's tail though, and I didn't like that.
I know.
'Cause I really
wanted,
wanted to see that.
Flashbacks and stuff.
Yeah.